Like dropping puppies in a wood chipper. Sure, there's a theoretical tonnage of bones that we're definitely looking for a force depletion estimate that doesn't involve the phrase theoretical tonnage of bones. Friends, excuse me if I'm buzzing, but every Medilan kid dreams of sitting at the stone table someday. I dreamt of goring rabbits. All the same, please use coasters. I like their little blueprint plan of attack thing. Their office supply building with the sticky note mine shaft going down to the eraser mines. It's cute. I like their setup. Also, I do like they're using coasters, both for the mugs and for the plants around. Okay, anyways. Continuing on. Alright, let's talk counter heist. We've let Reactor believe we have secret tunnels leading into the mine, so they'll send Bori down there to block them off. Assuming that play works, we still have 3 major problems left to solve. Which one do we want to tackle first? I mean, I'll go through all of them. You guys figure out the rest. Tell me on the day. I'm going to bed. Banks just like, nope, I'm out. And you're just like, no, Banks, sit at the table. We're talking. Fine. Bori's not gonna light up that mana vein just because we asked. I've got some thoughts, but you all know him better than me, so I'll put it to you first. You know what? Let's just start with, let's see, can we turn him? It makes sense, right? Like, when you were all as, like, the grouped up people, or, you know, like, teamwork together. He was the one that's like, hey, guys, I thought we were gonna be teammates on this. I hope everyone does great. It's like, you know, simple as best. Just ask him. Can we turn him? I don't see it. Bori's not a zealot, but he is shit scared of Kennedy. But what if we could guarantee his safety? I just don't think he's rational that way. His fear's animal, not calculated. I smell it on him every time I'm canine. Logical argument don't cut through musk that thick. I could just put a gun to his head. Well, his mask is surprisingly tough. I don't think the threat of one shot is gonna make him compliant. So we beat him down first. Hey, steady on. Bori's alright. Anyways, the slim needle of thread, weak enough to fear death, but sharp enough to cast fireworks? Yeah, I'm also not wild about using pain and fear to control people, you know, if we could avoid it. It's not unworkable, but I don't love it for plan A. We could take down Liv first. If step 1 of your plan is to take down Liv Kennedy, step 2 is fan fiction. Don't get me wrong, I'd take another whack at her, but I'd make a point not to underestimate the same mark twice. Agreed, it is our highest risk objective. We can't let the rest of the plan presume its success. I could just stand there what you want him to burn. Could that work? Is there a splash on his spell? A little. But doll, his fire is worse than it sounds. Your armor won't help. You'd pass out in seconds. It's a fair point. We shouldn't throw our only armor at the one thing it's weak to. I didn't hear any other volunteers. I mean, if you want him to burn someone we don't like, I go canine, he goes feral. Explain? My bite's worse than my bark. Makes anyone see red. If I turn him rabid, he'll torch his own mum if she gets too close. Interesting. But tactically, we have a lot more control over our own positioning than the enemy's. Not necessarily. Falling into a death's door was educational. Did some experiments. Let's just say I can move anyone we like to anywhere I can put a door. And you can put those on any wall? Long as I have a clear shot. Well, that makes putting a target in front of the vein significantly easier. This actually sounds workable. I want to grill you both on the nitty-gritty of those powers later, but I'm ready to call that a plan. We send Banks and Rion down to the mines. I don't need a lot of persuading to put a necromancer in the same room as the one guy we absolutely need alive. Oh, that's really fun. Okay, well, now you can't see. Well, 2 things. First, I do like that Jen's cat's now just like, meow, meow, what's going on? Also, I like that they've got, like, some pizza, some Chinese takeout, a bunch of coffees. You know, it's a good planning meeting. Office supplies and takeout. But also, once I pick something, you can look right here. They've got little sticky note versions of Banks and Rion down in the mine section. It's funny. Anyway, how do we bring the mana stockpile in the vault? Yeah, there they are. Angry sticky note Banks, angry sticky note Rion. Oh, you know, I could see some merch of that. You've heard of, like, you know, U2's collectibles and stuff like that, but what about sticky note collectibles of your favorite characters, eh? Anyway, how do we burn the mana stockpile in the vault? So, the stockpile's in the vault, right above the mines. It's 300,000 kilos of triple density refined mana, enough to make a global superpower with Reactor's tech. If we win the war, beat Liv, and burn the mana vein, we can eventually destroy it ourselves. But given the stakes, we don't want the fate of the world riding on that string of long shots all landing. We've got a guy who can burn it in the building, let's get it burned. Can we get Bori up to the vault? I think we covered all the ways of moving Bori last meeting, and the only one we liked took 24 hours and a misinformation ploy. Even if we had that kind of time, it'd clash with our first lie. Can we get the stockpile down to the mines? Why can't we just blow it all to shit? Explosives would definitely scatter it, but it just doesn't break down on a chemical level, even at insanely high temperatures. That's why I'm so obsessed with your friend Bori. He waves a hand and destroys something our scientists have spent years trying to efficiently break down. Can we get the stockpile down to the mines? Not through the corridors, logistically. But if we blew out the floor? Interesting. It's not well supported. It's built over an old shaft, but the floor itself is sedonite. I've got no portable munitions that can punch through that. How thick is not thick? Less than half a meter? Jen. Oh, you want to try a roof breach? Elaborate. Well, the breach spell we use on doors, with the right reagents, there's no reason I can't inscribe a bigger version on a roof, or a floor, and punch the whole thing out. What would you need? How much brimstone, stranglethorn, and snake blood do you have on hand? Our arcanist gets in tomorrow. I'll text her your requirements. Oh, yeah, it's gonna take, like, a fat adult python's worth of snake blood. Oh, she'll have the snake blood. Do I want to ask? No. Okay. I also probably need some backup. Right, tactical priorities? Well, I'll need to get around the room fast to scribe the glyphs, and I can't afford to focus on combat. Mobility support and raw damage. Doll? I'm in. You know, for a heist planning meeting, we really breezed past how we're getting into the vault. Oops, clicked the wrong button. Okay, now that I clicked the right button for a heist planning meeting, we breezed past how we get in the vault. We're expecting Reactor to lock down the mana vault pretty tight, but they've never bothered with the gold vault. They're not short of cash. But they don't know the two are connected. It's not on the blueprints. That's your in. All right, well, I think I can take it from there. Done. Jen and Doll sneak into the vault and blow the floor out. The mines team can take it from there. Hehe, more sticky notes. Also, I like the pizza's gone. The Chinese has been eaten and just... Banks is just like, let me go home. Basically, actually, Rion is also like, eh. Doll's like, eh. Zayan, he's doing all right with his energy. Jen's the only one who's like, yes, draw more sticky notes. I've got this. All right, let's figure out what to do about Liv. You know her better than anyone. What's our best shot? All of us at once? That's the only thing we haven't tried. I'm open to that, but we have to torch the mana first. It won't work. The minute she gets word of any of us on site, she'll be there to handle it personally. He's not wrong. She don't trust Reactor grunts to handle anyone with craft. Well, I can't sign any version of this where torching the mana depends on beating Kennedy first. With the greatest respect, your history with her doesn't convince me you can win that fight. Yeah, that's fair, honestly. What about the rank and file? Sheer numbers. Non-starter. Like dropping puppies in a wood chipper. Sure, there's a theoretical tonnage of bones that we're definitely looking for a force depletion estimate that doesn't involve the phrase theoretical tonnage of bones. What? I didn't even see the rest of what he said. A theoretical tonnage of bones that might eventually jam it. Yes. Rion, could you get to her before the heist? Do any of you have... Does yours have relevant craft? What about a distraction? How long have I got? Tonight. And where is she now? We don't know. And how fast can she move? I'm starting to realize these questions are rhetorical. Clocked it. I'm slick as the next prick, but no prick's that slick. Rion, did you have to phrase it like... Yeah, I think you did. All right, do any of yours have relevant craft? Do any of yours have relevant craft, Moss? We've got a fireball guy. Yeah, she'll dodge it. Case has skin like a tank. She'll blow past him. Mila can speak to cats. Situational at best. Baz can freeze time. Oh, hello. For everyone. What does that even mean? Yeah, him too. So he can't do anything when time is frozen? Right. So, in what sense is time frozen? Yeah, I've been meaning to circle back to him on that. Alright, well, a fascinating chat with Baz to be had there at some point, but he's not sounding like the live-killing hyper-wizard we're after. Would it be fair to summarize the rest of your list in terms of the original question as no? Not unfair. Well, what about a distraction? You said she'll run to any of us when we show up, so what if we start with a decoy? The problem with a chronomancer is nothing distracts her for long. You might. What does that mean? Vesker, she's got a block on you. She should have killed you 10 times over by now, but she keeps stopping short. We've got history, but I think that rope runs out real fast if I get in her invasion gears. You vex her, mate. She talks like she's got something left to prove to you. Fuck knows what. If you push her buttons, drum up a Barney, she ain't leaving that pissing match to handle us randos. She's in it till she bodies you. Villains do love speeches. Fuck's sake, is that really our strategy? He is actually onto something. Conversation's the only thing she can't do instantly. Can't win an argument without waiting for a reply. And I've still got blink charms left. The rest of us could blink in to back you up as soon as the mana's torched. That's a yes from our two live experts, and it doesn't jeopardize the burn, so it's a yes from me. Zan, let's put you on the roof, furthest thing from the mines. Once she shows, keep her talking. Keep your pulse, and everyone else will blink in when they're done their jobs. You've got a chopper? Not that we could use for this. Can't you blink up there? Not without a friendly to blink too. But you could use my broom. Can I? I mean, like, physically, can I? We'll make it work. Talk to me later. All stickies are in position. What's next? Okay, so it's just going over all the stuff again. You know, this might actually be a plan. I'm as surprised as you are. Doll's still kind of bored. Rion kicking on his feet. Bakes is just banging her head on the table like, I didn't want to have this conversation in the first place. Why am I here? Well, let's sleep on it before we get too excited. We might have just talked too long and lost our minds. At last. Ooh. Zan, what? Max level. Everybody's max level. That means I get 1 point to spend. Well, to be fair, I get 1 point, but I can refund and reallocate at any time. But I want support of fire too. We talked about that before. Because, you know, that way, like, he can shoot and his clone can shoot and his other clone can shoot, you know, and yeah. So predictive bolt, until I need you for a specific quest. You're cool, but not cool enough. Jen gets, oh boy, what? Scanning through friendlies refunds the action cost once per turn. Maybe. Let's take a look. Strong finish, +2 knockback to the final target. Maybe. Refreshes the move of any friendly targets in the blast. We do that sometimes, but not a lot. And Storm Grenade, if thrown directly on an enemy, strike them for 2 damage. Nah. We use it for pushing, not for damage. Oh, only one between +2 knockback to the final target, or chain through a friendly to get another action. Get the action back? Because that way she could do a chain bolt through people to knock a bunch of people around, get her action back to be able to use, like, point blank to be able to move again. Yeah. I think that's our play. I don't know, maybe we'll need strong finish, but that's our play. Banks! Oh, yeah, I kind of wanted everything. Oh, yeah, I did this so we could hurt people far away from us. Protect an enemy, put it somewhere way else, and then get your use back. Which we haven't tried yet. We don't know if it works that way. But, +1 damage to Spectral Skull, +1 unsteady to a central target, or +1 sedated to all targets. Let's... Like, +1 unsteady is more useful, but it only applies to one person, whereas you could hit a bunch of people with a bunch of poison. I guess for now we'll go with +1 unsteady. Just because I'm thinking, like, I mean, because at this point, basically we're just using this so you're getting our upgrades so we can go back and do other, like, do the dreams and, you know, other confidence goal stuff. So, like, knocking people around comes up more often, I think, than poisoning multiple people will. Ugh. The problem with Doll is I want all of her powers. Like, I want all 5. But since we only get one more, what do we think it's going to be? I think I can rule out wall mode. Like, that's cool. You can remotely, like, you know, make a wall that you could then hide behind. That's would be fun, but, you know, it's not super necessary. And as much as I want it, +2 damage, I think, from Sensor Slam we can rule out. Because, like I said, like, we use it a bunch where, like, you're rampaging around with charge. We're like, bop, 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 bop. You know, pinballing around. You get to your final person, can't charge anymore. And then you just smack them with Sensor Slam. But in terms of, like, useful quest-related stuff, like, +2 damage is, you know, whatever. So I think we can get rid of that. That leaves us with Momentum. Traveling at least 3 tiles inflicts +3 knockback. Telephase, pass through people to charge at others behind them. Or Recall. Once per turn, your riot block returns to you when it's destroyed. I think we could probably skip Telephase. As fun as that would be, generally I'm okay with hitting everyone, and I don't need to, like, I mean, sure, if there's, like, a better target behind someone, being able to go through them would be nice, but, like, if it's that important, I just switch with the person, you know, using swap, and then hit the person behind, if it's that important to hit them. So that leaves Momentum or Recall. Now, I was talking about how awesome Charge is, and, like, I wanted to superpower it up, like, in earlier videos, and it's like, well, why not? You're just clicking Momentum right now. The problem... The reason why Recall would be good is because right now, if her riot block is destroyed, it's just gone for the rest of the fight. With Recall, I could throw it out, use it to like, charge into, or, you know, use it as an attack type thing, better positioning, and when I break it, it will come back to me, and then I can do it again the next turn. Because, like, yeah, as is, riot block... Like, sure, we can throw it to, like, block an enemy's movement or whatever, but for using it for charge, we can do it once, and then it's destroyed and gone. Whereas with Recall, we could pick it back up. So that's why I kind of want Recall. Momentum would be nice, because with charge, like, you know, the farther you're moving, the more you hit them back and hurt them, you know, and whatnot. And so, when you're traveling... you know, at least 3 tiles, giving them more knockback means, like, you know, the first time it's like you hit them and they kind of move back, and then you hit them again and they move back a little bit, etc., etc. With Momentum, it's going to knock them back further, so you get bigger charges for your first hits, which makes the entire chain of charge more effective. It also makes it a lot better for people who are steady, like, you know, those, like, big, like, oh, here's the, you know, the siege, well, not the siege cleric, I don't know if, I think he's too big to knock, like the, you know, the big dudes that are like, oh, yes, I have, like, you know, 1 or 2 things of steady, I'm so heavy. Like, if you have +3 knockback plus your entire charge, like, you could knock their asses around. I'm going to go with momentum. I might regret my decision. I think just because being able to push steady people around seems useful. And if there's some quest somewhere along the lines that requires being able to do riot block, we'll refund if we need to. Oh, I'm sad that I can't get more perks with her. Finally, a real Rion, we only have 3 choices, so it's not going to be as hard. +1 sedative with Rabid Bite. Good. Quick Sprout, if you target a teammate, your action is refunded. Meh. Pressurized, +1 knockback per target. Okay, so I said before, I was like, oh, let's get +1 sedative next. Because, like, then, like, you know, we talk about, like, bite a really strong guy, and then as he's killing all the little dudes, he'll just be, you know, poisoned to death while he's doing it. But I had well, 2 different thoughts. First, well, okay, 3 different thoughts. The one being, if we're sedativing Bori, we don't necessarily want him poisoned until we get our quest to work, so that could make it harder to do the thing we're about to do. 2, if we bite a big dude, we might want to use them as a distraction, and if, like, they die sooner, that makes them less useful as a distraction. And 3, I don't remember what 3 was, so forget that. But I think that the second point's the important one of, like, if we're biting a really big guy to be, like, beating up the, you know, enemies and stuff, we don't want them to fall down sooner. And, I guess 3 was about just how Spore Bomb. So I was thinking, like, +1 knockback per target. Like, that's not super useful when you're mainly using it to, like, blow up and do a bunch of damage and stuff. Like, knocking them back 1. Like, oh boy, 1 extra damage if you push them into a wall. But then I thought, wait a second. We can use it twice. It basically just becomes a version of Gale Grenade that also does damage. Like, if we have +1 knockback, we can use it the same way we use damage on, like, we can't use it on our friends, the way Jen can, like, push her allies around. But, like, if there's someone near a window, it doesn't matter if they've got too much health and it won't kill them. We can just knock them out the window like we would with Gale Grenade, only using a Spore Bomb. So I'm going to take Pressurized, because it gives us, you know, Gale Grenade Light. Alright, and I'm going to confirm. Yeah, I'm not sure about Jen's. Maybe we wanted Strong Finish. You know, maybe we wanted Second Wind. You know, that's okay. Banks, I don't know. Maybe we wanted Drowsy. Maybe we wanted, you know, Dizzying or... Yeah, I don't know. Doll, I have no clue about. I don't know what the best call was there. But yeah, Rion and Zan, I think I'm pretty settled on. That's what we want. So let's move on to our actual quest. The Central Reserve above the mana mines. The roof, the vault, the mines. There's Zan going. Let's play the vaults. Drop the stash. Gold vault. This should be in the easy one. We just have to make sure no one hits an alarm. The intel didn't make it look like easy. Don't sweat it, I'll get you there. Okay. All team members must reach the green zone. Don't let anyone sound the alarm. And then we have Jen. Finish by the end of turn 3. Ugh. Doll deal 10 slam damage with 1 charge. Okay. Out of curiosity, how much slam damage am I doing? Like, so if I just, like, go up to this guy. Yeah, I'm not caring about actually doing stuff right now. Like, so from here, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It moves back 1, hits that. We're at 5. So that's not, so how do I do 10? Oh, right here. So that big, going like, That's how you do 10 damage with a single charge. Okay, so I think we got dolls figured. How do we do this in 3 turns? We have to get here. And there's no turret controls, right? I don't see any. There's laptop to open the door. Okay. Well, if we have to do 3 turns, and presumably, how far can I go out of curiosity? Like, if I go here, or just grab some mental, again, we're just testing some stuff, and I'm like, ah, you move over there. She needs to be 2 more spaces forward. Can she go that far? From in front of the... Yes, she can go here. But... that's the only thing she can target. Let's her get to the laptop right away. How do we... all right, here. Charge and... oh, that's not enough. Oh, and then she's... see, here's where it'd be helpful to be able to throw my block and get it back. Okay. So, maybe we can't open this the first turn. In which case, if that's the play... like, I mean, we can open it, but then Doll can't really get into position to do anything. So if that's the play, we... chain bolt like this. Yes. Move her up here to grab the intel. I think. Doll moves, kills this guy. Takes out the turret. And is in position next turn to hit that. Yeesh. Think? I don't know. We might not do this in 3 turns. She's still not close. Okay, well, if I move up here, static blast, move. I don't know. Maybe we didn't want to grab the intel. Maybe we wanted to. We'll see. We'll see. We're playing it by ear. Now she can... like this. Boom. And then... boom. And then... now what? We can take a hit if need be. We go here or here. If I go here, can I grab the intel? Oh, but I can't hide, take cover. Okay, if I move here, I'll still just take the damage, whatever. Now, we swap with Jen. That gets her over here. Well, then maybe we just move out of the way. Now, Doll goes swap. Charge here. This should get us a 10, right? Yeah, that did 12. Excellent. Oh, does she just move, actually? She does have enough move. And that gets us gens, right? Hey, look at that. Okay, we got there. We got there. All right, 4 glyphs. I can do 4 glyphs. Can you do everything else? Trivial. Okay, there's a lot going on in here. So inscribe breaching glyphs at each of the 4 corners of the stash. All right, a nice little, bloop out behind the stuff there in the middle. All right, Jen. Don't even bother to take down Steve. Oh, hi, Steve. I mean, I see the thing going. There's just so much going on here. I didn't even parse that. Okay. Doll, inflict 6 total damage from enemies hitting your riot block. Sure. What else is going on in this room? We've got That's just a forklift. Okay, so we got intel, blah, blah, blah. Over here, there's a tracker. Got a turret. Oh, turret control. Okay, so those go together. And there's traffic warlock, barrier drones. What's this one? That is a door control. Oh, to get into the, like, control room. I see, I see. So you can, like, go in here and then get the turret to do so. Okay. Although, what's it look like in there? If I swap with Steve and just move over and hack the turret, like, that seems pretty good to me. And then I guess charge into, oh, we can't charge. Oh, okay, here we go. Go back for a second. Get this drone operative, because screw them. Then we move over, hack turret. Reset camera angle so I can see what I'm doing. Then Jen. Because the turret's going to shoot this guy, so we don't even have to worry about him. We could go and open the door for Doll. Can we shoot anyone to keep moving? No, not really, but... Alright, proceed. Bop. Yeah, sure, accept outcome. There's more people coming. And as we move over here... Oh, hello. Welcome, Miss Kellen, to our final showdown. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't have time for this, Steve. Oh, you have time to die? All on it. Except not really, because I have to not let you get hurt. Or not kill you. And we got over here. Next turn, Reactor Medic. Well, I don't want there to be a Reactor Medic. So maybe what I do is shoot this guy. Wink. And then move to the door. Seal door. Then Doll... Wait a minute. So, okay. I had a thought. Well, okay, I think we do this part either way. Grab the intel, because we want to get our magic back. Charge into this guy, because he's a jackass. Now, my previous thought was... Next turn, Jen moves here, opens the door, Doll gets back out. And you're like, that sounds like a good idea, because having Doll out and about seems like a useful thing. But what if... What if just for funsies, we just do that? And then we don't hit the door button. Steve Clark is locked in here. Unless he can turn the turret back on. If he turns the turret back on, I might have to restart and redo this. But if... Because, like, then he's, like, kind of limited in where he can actually shoot. Yeah. I'm liking this idea. I'll go here. I just want to get some more mana so she can swap potentially in the future, but... Okay, so that guy's dead. That's hitting the turret. Whatever. Who cares? Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, because, like, see, now he can only shoot out straight or into these corners, and that's it. Which is pretty awesome, if you ask me. Now, how do we... I mean, I could get more mana with Jen, but I just don't know that I need it. I rather get the more mana as Doll. Somehow... Oh, and we have to still do it with Riot Block business, though, so maybe I work on that next. He's got Reactor Chaser, Reactor Shotgun. Gross. So let's grab intel. Jen gets the intel because she can. I don't know. Maybe we went Doll to... Actually, let's just swap because it's free. Let's grab intel with Doll. And I don't think I actually want to hurt him because I need to save damage. Like, because if I'm going to try and seal the doors, we need someone to do Riot Block damage with. So I think for now, this is fine. Steve Clark is just futilely going, "Meh, I'm Steve Clark, meh." Jen, breach glyph. Let's shoot that guy just to get our movement back. Yeah. Doll, swap with Jen. She moves up again, seals the next thing. So that's 2 of this stuff. All right, now Doll has her entire turn ahead of her. Good job, Doll. These guys, like, if they were just 1 space over, you know, before I swap with Jen, can I can. Gale Grenade you over here. Now we do the swap. Move the breach glyph. And then you say riot block behind. Charge into this guy. How much did that? That did 3. Oh, I guess just because, like, he asked it. Like, because I overkilled him, it just did more damage. I can't charge into it again, though, can I? Yeah, see, that breaks. See, if I had my other thing, I could move. Well, wait. Move. Pick up block. Throw block. Charge? At 5. Now, if I sensor slam him, he's just dead. That's fine. Someone else is still coming, so we can pick up the block, throw it, and do that. Okay. And we're good. He shoots him. This guy's... he blew up our turret. Goodbye, turret. It was nice while it lasted, so Doll, pick up your block. Oh, that door's done. I wonder if I can even seal it just for free magic or not. Not that it matters, I'm just curious. Jen, let's move over there. Static blast that, just so we can, you know, do it a slightly bit faster. Breach glyph. Or see. Yeah, you do your thing. Now. Doll moves here. Rose block. Charges. Bop. That gives us all this. If I just move... I'm just seeing if I can, I don't know, let's shoot her block. Because it won't matter if it's destroyed if this ends the mission. There we go. Honestly, Steve, I'm kind of past this. I decide who gets past what. I control the traffic! Yeah, okay, but, bye, though. Oh, now we have to all reach the green zone, so, okay. We can't finish it this turn. It doesn't matter, that's okay. We'll just move here. Now we know what's going on, though. So, let's just part closer. There's Steve doing his Stevie things. And it's... charge into position. Move, breach. Blah, blah, blah. I control the traffic, hoodly-doo. Shoot that down. This should end it. Detonate the breaching glyph. Okay, blow the floor. Bye! Drop the stash. Complete. Ooh. The final insult. Don't even bother to take down Steve Clark in the Vault achievement. Ha ha. The roof, the vault, the mines. Alright, so while they were doing that, let's go see what was happening in the mines. Well, for you people here on Twitch, for you people you on YouTube, because the intro was so long with all the talking, you're gonna have to wait. Plus that, I think the mines and the roof, that'll make one episode, so yeah. Clocked it. I'm slick as the next prick, but no pricks that slick. Rion, did you have to phrase it like... Yeah, I think you did.